Cheers. Hi, my name is Jeff Van Horne. We are here at Dear Friend, our bar on Portland Street in downtown Dartmouth. I'm one of the co-owners and founders of Barkeep Cocktails. Predominantly, my job is recipe creation, cocktail creation. So today we're going to talk about the Espresso Martini. We are making a martini style cocktail, which goes in traditionally a coupe or a martini glass. They're a V-shaped glass. We're using a coupe here. This is a really great glass to serve anything that doesn't have ice in it. And the reason you have this nice stem is so that your fingers don't warm up the cocktail as you're drinking it. Important thing with this cocktail is you want to have lots of ice in the glass because it's not served with ice. So we want to keep the cocktail super, super cold. So we're going to ice our glass first, and that way it'll keep the cocktail cold. The great thing about this cocktail is that it is pressurized with nitrogen. So that keeps the coffee that we're using fresh, but the cocktail is not actually carbonated. To prepare the cocktail, we want to shake the cocktail to kind of get that really nice aeration and that foamy top. So we're gonna pour our Espresso Martini into our cocktail shaker, and then we're gonna grab lots of ice. The ice is going to chill and dilute the cocktail. It's also going to help agitate and aerate the cocktail. So you want to make sure that you have lots of ice, and then pour your cocktail right in, give it a good seal, and we're going to shake the cocktail pretty hard and aggressive so that we get lots of foam, and it's a motion that is away from us, and then also flicking of the wrist. We don't want to just shake like this. We want the cocktail to actually move around in the can. Shake for about 10 seconds. Grab a Hawthorne strainer, and we're going to pour our cocktail right into our glass. You want to make sure that you use lots of ice so it's cold and not over diluted. If you don't have a shaker or a strainer, you can use any sort of large vessel like a mason jar, a protein shaker, anything that's really gonna allow you to put ice into the cocktail and shake lots to get agitation. The garnish for a cocktail has many different reasons, sometimes for aroma, sometimes for how it looks. Traditionally, the Espresso Martini is garnished with 3 coffee beans, one for health, one for wealth, and one for happiness. Cheers. This is the big question. A lot of people ask if the Espresso Martini is caffeinated. As we are going along the journey for recipe development, we are sending out samples. We were made aware that you cannot add caffeine and alcohol in the same package. So we decided to use a decaffeinated coffee beans, which are ground and turned into a large volume of cold brew, which is then used to make our Espresso Martini. So you still have all the beautiful flavor of coffee, but without the caffeine, so you can enjoy a few more responsibly. So the Espresso Martini is made with local cold brew coming from Java Blend. They're decaffeinated beans, and then we're adding vodka, a little bit of sugar, not a whole lot of other ingredients, and really has big notes of chocolate, caramel, butterscotch, just the way an Espresso Martini in a bar should taste. Nice, simple, clean, and very delicious. With all the effort that our team put into the recipe here, the cocktail, we wanted the package to represent the same sort of thing. We designed something that would jump out, that really kind of embodied the true ethos of Espresso Martinis, drinking them in the evening, keeping you going throughout the night. The logo here, the leopard, it's a night creature, it's bold, it's powerful, really embodies the cocktail that we're serving here in the can. So the Espresso Martini first created in 1980s by Dick Bradsall in London, who basically had a guest come up to him while he was working in the bar. She was a famous supermodel at the time, according to the story. And she said she wanted something that picked her up and f***ed her up at the same time. So pretty much coffee, espresso, born, and we're still kind of living by that tradition today. So Espresso Martini was our first barkeep cocktail, launched 2 years ago. It is one of our favorite drinks and is really inspired by our bar here in Dartmouth and the number of guests that came in day after day asking for espresso martinis and wanting our espresso martinis really encouraged us and motivated us to make this product into a ready-to-drink container. It was the biggest challenge for us because it's a product that you don't often see in a can. And, we didn't want to hesitate on the quality of our ingredients. We wanted it to still be the same quality as a cocktail we would serve in our bar or be proud to serve in our bar. It really was such a test for our team to find the right balance of ingredients. Yeah, we're very, very proud of this cocktail. Super inspiring for us to, it be the first cocktail that will continue on our legacy of great cocktails in cans. Cheers to Espresso Martinis, happiness, health, and wealth. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.
Ah, that felt good.